Welcome back. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to create this email here as a broadcast message, which is a message that will go out when you tell it to at any time that you designate. Okay. Now this is broadcast messages are a little different than follow-up messages, and I will be explaining that in a different tutorial. But for now, you would want to, it gives you a little explanation or a little preview of your message here. If you wanted to see it in the plain text form, you just click right here and it'll show you the plain text form or the email, the HTML form of your letter, your email. Next, you're going to click the send options. Now you can also, again, if you want to test again, which a lot of people do. A lot of people will test their message multiple times before they set it to send. But you can click on this send a test email to send it to your test email again, and check it out, see what it looks like, what the finalized product would be. You can schedule a broadcast, or you can add this message to your follow-up series that is associated to the list that you are on. You can also, Aweber added some extra benefit, extra little things like copying an email over to a different list, which I'm really glad that they implemented putting this into the program, because it makes it so much easier. If you have a really good email that you want to send to multiple lists, you can just simply click copy to list. If you have your multiple emails set up, multiple email lists set up, then you would just select the email list that you would want to copy it to, and it would send a duplicate copy. You'll see a notification up here at the top that it just sent a duplicate copy straight to that list. We've got our message created. We're going to go ahead and set our send option, deal for a broadcast. It's going to pull up this broadcast settings. If you had your Facebook and your Twitter accounts set up in your list settings, they would have your names, your Facebook and your Twitter account names would be listed here. You could just simply send this message to any of those. All you'd have to do is select the edit button, and it will drop down, and here's where you could select where you'd want your message to be posted. If you wanted to post it on social media, or if you wanted to do it in our RSS feed or a home page. Extra little options that you can do in your broadcast with your broadcast message. There is a lot of things that you can do with Aweber with email marketing. I recommend that you just look around, play around with it, try a couple of different things, see what you like the best. When you are sending your broadcast, you need to make sure you are on, you created that message in the right list, because you cannot change it from this point. Okay, the current list is set automatically. But if you wanted to share this with another list as well at the exact same time, then you could just simply click on the edit button. It'll drop this down, and you can tell it to send it to active subscribers, to include this to all your lists, to include it just to the tutorial email list, or if you wanted to exclude it from any of those lists, you can do this as well. Once you've set up what you want it to do, you just simply click the blue apply button, and it'll send you right back to the broadcast settings. Now, keep in mind that Aweber is set to send this broadcast immediately. If you wanted to schedule this broadcast to go out at a later time, you can just click on the edit button here. It will pull up a calendar where you can set your time to send it. Say if we wanted to send it at 12 noon on the 22nd during 12 noon Central Time on the 22nd. That's all you'd have to do is just set your time, set your time zone, which should be already set up, but you can change it to whatever time zone you want to put it at. And then you simply just select the date that you want that message to go out to. So I'm going to simply just set this one, set it for in the future, the 22nd. Even though I don't have anybody on my list, I want to show you what it would look like on your home screen with this email set up to go out. Now you want to, if you weren't going to schedule this for a later time, you could just simply have left it set to immediately and just click the green button to send it now. But if you wanted to schedule it for a future event, click your edit button, set your time, and then set your date that you want it to send to. Click apply, and it's going to change that green button that said send message now to schedule message for whatever date and time that you set it for. Simply just click the green button. It'll go ahead and schedule it for you. Now it sent you it automatically scheduled the message, and now you're in the broadcast messages tab, which would be located under messages under broadcast. There's the email that we just created. You can send another test message. You can copy it to drafts, or you can change your settings right here as long as it's before the time that it's supposed to be sent out. If you don't want to send this message, you could just simply, if you decide not to send the message, you can just simply hit this black button right here that says unschedule. Now on the home screen, now that the message is set to schedule and scheduled to go out, on your home screen, you're going to see now you have a message right here under scheduled broadcast. Once the message has been sent, it will be removed from the scheduled broadcast part and put down here to recently sent broadcast. It will show up right down here and give you stats as far as how many opens you had, how many clicks on the links that you had in the emails, how many bounces. And a bounce is when a inaccurate email address. So if somebody put in a incorrect email address when they subscribe to your list, and you are not using the double opt-in option, then when you send out an email to them, that email is not going to get delivered. It's going to bounce. So you will have a mark, you'll have a counter that shows how many messages were bounced. And then you will have another counter that is marked for complaints. A complaint is a very serious issue. If you have a very small list and you get too many complaints at one time, which what I mean by a complaint is anytime somebody has opened your email or has declared your email as a spam or spammy email, they hit the spam button on your email, it sends a message back to Aweber, and Aweber marks you down as having a complaint against your email that you sent out. That's why it's very important that your very first message tells your subscriber what they will be receiving from you. Because if you get too many complaints, Aweber will shut your account down. So, like I said, just keep in mind, be honest with people. Tell them what you're about, and try to stay away from being too spammy and sending people a bunch of junk emails that are just promotion, and not actually sharing any value and giving them something that they can use and that they can apply and learn from. That is how to create a broadcast. So I hope this training tutorial has helped you, and I hope you've gotten a lot of value out of it, and we will see you in the next one.